Porzingis. We will see him getting used to his new team, the Houston Rockets, in this one.
And speaking of the trade, I spoke to him earlier, and man, was he excited about getting the opportunity at a fresh start. He thinks he'll be able to get them to that next level, and I'm sure that's what their thought process was when they made the deal.
Johnson with the block. And it's the Rockets on the break. Got a piece of it. Now LeBron. And Thompson sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Doncic with it. Over Green.
That's the third straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket. They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Houston moving it around. Here's Whitmore. And Whitmore throws it down.
Oh, man, when Cam Whitmore throws it down, you feel bad for the rim.
And Doncic, here we go. Takes the 13-footer, and he can't bank that one in. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Takes it inside.
Hey, with that length, Porzingis is always a threat to block shots. I mean, when he matches that length with really good energy and awareness, he can be a good defender.
Now here's Porzingis. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. And the officials call a traveling violation. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Green. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
He has a great feel for scoring in the painted area. Nice play by Jalen Green.
Out to Doncic. No good on the triple.
Putting up a goose egg, bagel this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. Austin Reeves picks one up. The Rockets shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
Here's Edey. They need this. Porzingis with the block.
And with that 7'6" wingspan, Porzingis has always been a big-time shot blocker.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Houston.
They've not been passive at all on defense early on. Challenging shots, and it's resulted in a number of blocks.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
Here's Reeves. Still scoreless.
Good awareness and anticipation to get out there for that rebound.
Doncic with the steal. And it's the Lakers on the break. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Doncic using quick, active hands. The fast break started beautifully because of it.
Pass to Porzingis. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Here's LeBron. And the three ball is good.
Off the catch, LeBron not lacking confidence or hesitating.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said, "It feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that." had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time. Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in crunch time. Back to you.
You are an unselfish playmaker, and I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, D.A., thanks.
How many times have we seen that? I mean, LeBron going right through and into the defense and finds a way to power through the contact as if he hasn't even been hit.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Rockets substitution, number 35.
Doncic looking it over. Right wing. Here's Wells. It's rebounded by Houston. Here's Whitmore. Nailed from three-point land. Whitmore's got 8 points.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Reeves gets the bucket.
Coming right back with his own. Austin Reeves with the confident response.
Clark, what is it about Austin Reeves' style of play that makes him such a good scorer?
I love the fact that he can change pace with the dribble. You know, he's not super fast, but he's not slow either. What he is shifty and smart. He's got good size, good ball skills, and he's got a nice mid-range jumper. All of that allows him to keep defenders off balance.
Offensive rebound. James with it. Williams picks him up. Nice D from Williams.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
1:33 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Black. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Deflects the pass. Eason's shot is good. And the Rockets lead by 13.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now, here's Doncic. Hasn't made one yet. 5 to shoot. 11 feet away. James, no good.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Germanenko misses.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
LeBron outside. Here's Wells. Rebound by Williams. Rockets leading by 13. To the right side. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, he is a behemoth in the paint. Once Williams establishes himself, you almost have to foul it.
And he can't hit the second. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Here on your Lakers Hype Squad,
Pass to Hill. Here's Connect. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Houston, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14.
The Rockets, 24.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen the Rockets really take control here.
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
And Clark, the Rockets, just one of a handful of franchises to win back-to-back NBA titles.
Can you believe that, Kevin? It was roughly 30 years ago that the Rockets did that, led by Hakeem Olajuwon, perhaps the best player in the league at that time. Of course, this was while Michael Jordan was retired from the NBA the first time.
That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Chipped away. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession.
Risky pass there. They're lucky to retain possession this time.
Williams comes with a double team. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
That's a jump ball.
Now Shepard out to Porzingis. Pass to Shepard. Houston moving the ball around. Shot by Eason, no good. And so he'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Now an update on LeBron from David Aldridge. What'd you find out, David?
Well, guys, I was able to talk with the head athletic trainer of the Lakers about his status. And this is an unfortunate injury and potentially devastating for them. There's never a good time for injuries, but right in the thick of the season, this is a difficult one to navigate. Kevin?
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
And in the training room, guys. I mean, that is not going to be an easy injury to bounce back from.
Shot clock at 6. On the wing, Reed. Hill looking around. They get a hand on it. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Eason.
Rockets substitution, Jalen Johnson.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Shepard, that's good.
One thing Shepard brings is efficiency. As a jump shooter, pretty rare for someone his age.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Reed Shepard. That's his first foul. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Here's Connect. He has yet to score. And that one, good. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
And it's Houston on the break. They get it back. Pass to Eason. Here's Shepard. Good on the triple. Shepard's got his second basket of the night.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Yeah, love the energy they're playing with. I say it this way. Good teams, championship teams, play against the game as much as they play against the opponent. A nice uptick here in their second chance points in this fourth.
And Clark for the Lakers. Their last 2 seasons ended in playoff losses to the Denver Nuggets.
And I tell you what, they fought hard both times, Kevin. The point differential was only 24 points over the 4 games in 2023 and just 11 points in 2024. LA actually led most of the 5-game series, but weren't able to advance.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Houston making a switch.
Give yourself a big round of applause. Substitution on court.
Knocked away. Over to the wing. Pass to Baji. Makes it off the glass.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
The wide open look here for Porzingis. Off target from outside. Here's Edey. Headed by Porzingis. Porzingis with the block. Here's Edey. Thompson with the rebound. And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
You asked for it, here they are. The Laker Girl Dance Team. Enjoy.
Rockets leading by 20. Inside. Here's Terminenko. Nifty move. Edey with the rebound. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know the Lakers have to pound the ball inside. LeBron James says, we have attackers. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to 50 threes a game. We don't have the luxury of being that team. Working it into the paint, that's what we're really good at. Kevin, they play to their strengths.
They got a lot of strength. Got to do it. Thanks, D.A.
Oh, nice pass there by James. His teammates really will appreciate his ability to facilitate.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Jalen Johnson.
Lakers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. So good on that one. Hey, Greg, where do you think the Rockets are the strongest in their play?
I'd say on the glass. They generally do a good job crashing the boards and going for loose balls. They really value every possession.
Now, here's Thompson. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
James. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. It's Thompson off the drive. James right side. Here's Edey. Off the left rim and out.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
And that one's good, Whitmore.
The assist from
And Whitmore, a beast inside because of his power and ability to elevate.
Pass to Baji. Here's Edey. And Thompson sends it back.
You know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
Lakers trail by 21. Green with the ball. He's picked up by James. And Green slams it in.
Green just levitates to the rack. A 40-inch plus vertical will allow you to do that.
Pass to Edey. There's 49 seconds left here in the second. And yes, it's good. Edey's got 4 points this quarter.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Dermonenko.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Pass to Pope. Just 5 on the clock. Takes a 3. Johnson with the rebound. Here's Whitmore. Oh, my goodness! What a play!
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
8 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Pope. And so it's the Houston Rockets ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Let's check in with David Aldridge for an injury update on Porzingis. David.
Guys, I was able to talk with Houston's head athletic trainer about his status. He's got an injury to his elbow, specifically his elbow joint, and it looks like it's a pinched nerve. And as you can see, he's already back on the court. How about that, Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
And, Clark, it's hard to compare Luka Doncic to any other player we've seen before.
I would certainly agree with that. Ditto to that, Kevin, because he is unique. His pace is never hurried. He never gets rattled. He complains to officials a little bit more than I'd like to see, but he's strong. He's got great touch and feel, and he scores at all 3 levels, and he's a brilliant passer.
A jump hook. Again, Los Angeles. Houston leading by 22. Here's Thompson. It's deflected. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And it's Jalen Johnson with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
Doncic right side. Lays it up off the glass.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
And so Green will bring it up for Houston. Their next game, playing at home, is the Nets coming to town. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Porzingis, it's a 2. And the call on the shot, it sends him to the line. Edey picks one up.
What impresses me most about Porzingis is how versatile he is. I love that about a big man who does a little bit of everything.
Houston making a switch. You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. And really, Clark, Luka Doncic is a one-man wrecking crew on the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he's special. His IQ, his size, the way he can make shots against tough defense. He's got the lean back. He's got the crafty moves. And I think he's a lot stronger and a little more athletic than people give him credit for being. I mean, without a doubt, he's one of the most unique and best players that we've seen in the game.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Here's Thompson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one. In perfect timing, this run is exactly what they needed, and it's right when they needed it. They couldn't afford to wait any longer.
Yeah, it's still a big hill to climb. I mean, it was essential that they at least made some kind of dent in that lead before we got to the fourth quarter.
So it's the Rockets now after the basket by the Lakers. Pass to Porzingis. Trying to end the drought. And the dunk by Porzingis.
The big man throwing it down. Kristaps Porzingis. When you're 7'3", though, doesn't take much vertical to punch it home.
Now, here's Doncic. 2 points. That one goes. Doncic has got 8 here in the quarter.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
And Porzingis, here we go. Drops in the layup for 2.
Assisted.
And it's 9 points for Porzingis.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense. And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Now, here's Doncic. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. On the wing, Thompson. Buries the long-range jumper. Thompson's got 5 points so far.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Edey gets the bucket. He's got 8.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Yeah, Laker girls dance team.
Rockets leading by 21. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
Here's Stephens. The Rockets making the shot. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
Johnson, wide open. He fires. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. To the wing on the left. Pass to Hayes. Poked away. It's stolen by Green. Here's Eason. It's rebounded by Hayes. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
There's the screen. The kick out to Hill. Rockets with the rebound.
He has to make that one. I mean, You have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
Drills the three-pointer.
Hey, this team has great confidence in Green's ability to connect from deep. It's really about getting him quality looks.
That's his first personal
And
foul.
things seem to be getting tougher for the big spending teams, Clark, but we're seeing a lot of them go all in before the toughest penalties take effect.
Yeah, you know, the frozen pick provision kicks in next season, and the season after that, luxury taxes ramp way up. Powerhouse teams trying to make hay while the sun shines is a pretty good strategic business move, but the landscape is certainly changing.
Thompson.
And
Thompson throws it down.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out
2 minutes
fly.
remaining in the third.
Hill has the open look. Again missing Hill. Here's Houston now. Here's Green. On the wing, Johnson. Right now he's averaging 11 points a game. And it's Johnson with the jam.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
The three from Hill connects from three-point range. And here's Houston. They're on a 16-7 run. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Hill. Pass to Pope. Here's Steffens from downtown. And it's Pope missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
And here is Hill following Jalen Green's three. Lobbed up there for Green. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Jalen Johnson.
Green loves putting that vertical of his to good use. Nice timing on that alley-oop.
Hill, no good.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Outside for Porzingis. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Porzingis has got 7 points for the quarter.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
The three from Hill. He's off on that one. And so it's Jalen Green making highlights for the Houston Rockets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball.
The Rockets. 70.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Here's Black. Outside Williams. For three. No good on that one. And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Pass to Baji. Here's Steffens. And he recovers it. Pope loose. Here's Pope. Whitmore defending. And it's Pope missing. Eason gets a wide open look. Trains the three-pointer.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Out to the right wing. Here's Pope. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Pope's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. To the inside. Here's Eason. Back to Black. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
We've seen the league Clark crack down on physical play more and more over time.
You know, I think in general that's a good trend and direction and change. The game was extremely physical and rugged in the early 80s and even into the early mid-90s. But things change, and I think the change is for the better. It's about player safety and protecting players. So I think it's a good thing overall.
Pass to Eason. And it's blocked. And they get it back. Here's Black. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Lakers passing it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Here's Hill. Pass to Hayes. Goes back up. And that's 2 points on the layup. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And here is Williams. To the middle. Hayes with it. Now defended by Whitmore. Pass to Pope. Over Whitmore. And here's Hayes. Eason grabs the board. And a wide open look for Whitmore. Hits it from three-point range.
Oh, really strong outing from Whitmore. You see the potential for greatness.
Timeout called the Lakers. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Reeves outside. Sinks the three-pointer.
Reeves can make you pay from deep, especially if you allow him to get comfortable and set.
Out to the right wing. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
Launches a three. Rockets with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Over in the corner, Green. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
Able to score from anywhere on the court. Green can hurt you in myriad ways, and his game is only growing.
Reeves outside. And, Greg, everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And, Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks. With so much pressure to win now, GMs are willing to use draft assets.
You know, from the moment Luka entered the league, despite the naysayers, He's been a star, a legitimate star, and that's something you don't see very often.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible.
Yeah, he still made it look good, though.
And Doncic throws it down.
Even for Doncic, this is a big night in the scoring column, giving his fans their money's worth and then some.
Shot by Eason, no good. Here's Los Angeles now. And stolen by Eason. To the wing right side. Here's Dermonenko. And the layup's good off the glass. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Rockets?
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the perimeter.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Pass to Dermonenko. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Over to the wing. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Substitution for the Rockets, number 35. Robert Williams.
1:39 left in the fourth quarter. Reeves outside. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Reeves has got 6 here in this quarter.
Reeves almost making it look really easy. Gets the ball and takes the shot.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Rockets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky
in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
pass to Shepard. Off target with his 3.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide-open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. On the wing, Reeves. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And it's Houston on the break.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
So we see Houston taking